After a tough loss Thursday night at Belmont, it was good to bounce back. Any win at Tennessee State was going to be a good win by 2 or by 22. So we're off Sunday. Yesterday we did some individual workouts, kind of split group workouts and lifted weights, and now we'll get back out on the main floor tomorrow and Wednesday and get ready for Edwardsville and Eastern Illinois. Edwardsville obviously first. Both teams coming here playing exceptionally well. Lost up at Edwardsville, beat Eastern Illinois in a close game. So two very, very important games. But our focus right now is just on trying to get us better. We got to get better defensively. We hadn't been very good defensively, giving up 88, giving up 99 points. You're not gonna be able to survive doing that. So we've got to guard better. Edwardsville's, I don't know exactly how many they've won, 3 out of 4, 4 out of 5, whatever it is, but they're playing really well. They're playing, I think they're a confident group right now. And then Eastern's coming in, on Saturday, having won, a couple in a row or 3 out of 4, 2 out of 3, whatever it may be. So two good teams, and it's a big week.
What do you think you need to do to kind of flip the script and get a victory over Edwardsville after losing up there? Is there any one thing you need to do?
We got to guard better. Post defense was not very good. Dead behind in the post a lot. Ball pressure wasn't terrific. Being able to guard the ball, keep the ball to the paint, ball screen defense. So first and foremost, we got to do that. We got to limit them from getting a lot of easy shots. The one thing Edwardsville does is they've got a lot of guys. If you look down the line at them, 5 out of the 7 guys that they play, 5 out of the 8 can really shoot the basketball. So that puts pressure on your defense all the time. And then offensively, we had some open looks against the zone, but the last 10, 12 minutes of the game, we didn't execute well offensively, and hopefully at home we'll be able to do a better job with that.
You talked about the team needing to get better defensively. Like you said, you gave up some points to Belmont. Is it the teams that y'all played that have made y'all's defense struggle, or is it just what is it, I guess?
Well, Belmont, is as efficient as any team in the country offensively. The way they spread you out, the way they shoot the basketball. Austin Peay just tried to run it down our throats with D.D. Smith. He didn't play on Saturday. He was hurt. He got hurt in the Tennessee State game Thursday night. So they're a better team. Austin Peay's a different team with D.D. out there. But I think it has a lot to do with, a toughness level and a attention to detail and, concentration. It's first play of the second half against Belmont. It's supposed to be a switch. There's no switch. We got 2 on the ball. You never want 2 on the ball with Belmont. They throw back, wide open 3 for Windler, and we're tied again. So we played 2 good offensive teams, but, and credit them, but we've got to get better. We've got to get better in our ball screen defense, and that's ball pressure and, hedging the ball screens the right way and having a sense of urgency on the defensive end. We figured out that we can score a bunch of points. I mean, we're doing that. But to be great and be dominating, you got to guard.
I know you talk a lot about one game at a time, but do you throw in there control our own destiny when it comes to the top 2 seeds, knowing with 5 games left, as long as you guys take care of business, you'll get one of those too?
I just showed our guys yesterday, and our motto is just try to go 1-0 on Thursday. But I showed our guys for the first time really some standings, where, we have a realistic chance of winning a conference championship this year, whether it's an outright championship or whether it's a co-championship. We have a chance to win a conference championship. And I don't know if those guys, it's so new, and I want to make sure they had a vision of that right now going in these last 3 weeks. So they've got to maybe can get their focus a little bit better, attention to detail a little bit better. So, we broke it down, the standings, yesterday in the locker room with the guys, just that, Belmont plays 4 games. We play 5. They're a half game up. If we can match Belmont win for win, we'll have a share of a conference championship, which would be terrific. And that's our goal. But, you can only do that by winning Thursday. So that's all we, once we went over the standings, that's all our mindset is.
And forward thinking, does it diminish the regular season championship, knowing that you can still get one of the 2 byes and still get the same type of rest?
No, anytime you get a win, anytime you can win a conference championship. I was talking to my buddy, they won the Big East 2 years ago, or last year, maybe it was last year. They had 4 teams tie for it. The Big Ten a couple years ago had 14. Anytime you win a conference championship, it is hard to do a regular season conference championship. Conference tournament championship's a little bit different. But to win a conference championship and go through the long haul, that's tough to do. And it'd be awesome, especially for where this group's come from.
Is there any discernible difference you've seen on film in terms of Edwardsville at home and then on the road?
Man, you know, the Edwardsville's gotten a lot better, man. They're playing well. Coach Forster's doing a really good job. They're a confident group. The couple games I've seen really a couple home and road. You know, I'm watching the game at SEMO right now when I just walked out here. Maybe not as efficient at times, but they're down 25 in the game I'm watching at SEMO and came back and had a chance to win it. But obviously at home they're a more confident group. But I still think now the way they're winning games and put themselves in a position to be, they're 5th overall in the conference right now, in just a game out of 4th, and they hold the tiebreaker with Eastern Kentucky. So they've got a ton to play for. They're trying to get a single bye, and really still, because they beat us, still chasing a Western Division championship. So we've got to be really locked in. I think they're a confident group right now, though.
It's importance of perimeter defense. They've got like 4 or 5 guys that can make threes. Will that be a top of the board kind of thing for you?
Yeah, we've got to do a good job. You know, I broke down the other day, because they shoot the basketball so well, who just can't shoot the ball for them. You know, who just can't make shots. 25, 3, 4 Johnson can make a couple, but, everybody else on that team can really shoot it at great percentages. So we've got to really be locked into our man. We got to chase people off screens. We got to have great ball pressure, take away vision, and we can't be late on closeouts. Closeouts have to be disciplined. We got to have great rotation. So they make it tough when you put, and especially with Nunn playing the 4, and ability to drive and make shots. And he's, we've got him going now. His confidence is out the roof right now. So it makes it tough. And they've come a long way too. They've really grown up from their non-conference to where they are now in conference play.
Did it help because you have that familiarity at least a little bit with them? Now you can say, we know what they're.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. They're not extremely complicated, but they run some tough actions at times. You kind of know what they're going to do, but they do a great job executing out of timeouts, special situations. That's credit to their kids and their coach. So we've got to be locked in. We need a great atmosphere in here Thursday. Need a tremendous atmosphere in here Thursday, because this is a big game. We're chasing a championship, and we need everybody's help.
You've talked several times this year about how surprised you've been, whether you started the conference 7-1 or after the Tennessee State game, you said you were happy with the 2-1 road swing. Did you expect it to be as easy as it seems like it's been at times to try to get this team to play together?
I'm glad it looks like it's been easy. We got good kids, and I think that helps a ton. They've been through a lot. We broke down. Everybody knows everything from the beginning of the summer. We were working out without a strength coach. How many, who doesn't have a strength coach in the biggest summer, returning, but situations didn't lend itself. So from then on, we've got a whole calendar of stuff we can go over that everybody already knows, so we don't need to do that. But it's a credit to our kids' character, and my coach is doing a good job keeping those guys together, getting them in the film room, watching tape, getting them on the court, and those guys sticking together and just staying the course. And that was our motto, is how good can we get from November until March, and they've done a great job in that regard. We were awful out at St. Mary's. We were awful at home against Middle Tennessee, and I called Cummer Davis down at Middle, and he said, you're not as bad as you think you are right now, and you're not as far off. And when you get TJ back, and you get some guys back, it'll change your team. You just got to stay the course, and we've been able to do that. So I'm proud of them for that. But now I challenged them the other day that we've got to change. We've got to change these last 3 weeks on the defensive end if we want to try to win the championship.
You talked about showing the guys the standings for the first time this season. You were in a little bit of a similar situation last year. Did you mention what happened last year at the end of the season?
Last year, no. Last year's kind of really different to me. It's, if you talk to, other coaches, watch our team, I didn't do a great job with our guys last year. I didn't do a great job. you know, it's a different year. We won't mention. There's nothing. I mean, we lost our last 2 home games last year. Outside of that, I don't remember much except the Belmont game. You know, we tried to turn it on the conference tournament, had a chance to win, didn't get it done.